Alright, so we're jumping right into an urban biome battle here. Still working for the Lyran uh, Commonwealth. And we're being a Hunchback, Chameleon, Chimera, Ostrock, and we have a Javelin. Slightly different one from what I've been using because I was able to make another 10F out of some scrap from the last battle. And the rebuilt Hollander 2 is finally ready. It's actually a Thumper artillery carrier now. So I stripped the Gauss rifle out, put in a Thumper artillery piece, and we're gonna get some sweet revenge for all the artillery that we've had to eat the last little bit. So let's go ahead and get started. And I forgot two things. Yeah. The first is how absolutely beautiful the urban battles are in this game. And the second is exactly how much CPU they take. So, here's to hoping that we are able to do this without significant clunkiness. And I've never actually seen this before. Avoid collateral damage, destroy fewer than 3 buildings. I wonder if it counts only what I destroy, or also what the AI destroys, because my guess is they're not going to care too much if it starts blowing up buildings. But, you know, we'll give it a try. We'll see if we can avoid blowing up buildings that I can only hope have been evacuated before this drop. So, yeah, why not? Extra pay is extra pay. As good of an incentive as any, especially because we are running a little bit low on cash here at the moment. I have about 800,000 in the company coffers, which is really not nearly enough to withstand any sort of large defeat, which I'm hoping we don't get here.
Move into position.
We are hoping for about 1 million or so off of this, and I could sell some other stuff. I could sell some engines, I guess, but that's not exactly a gigantic income source. It's sort of more of a last resort of cash. I'm moving up a little bit slowly because, again, that Hunchback is just so slow. So slow. And because it's really slow and has one of our biggest guns, if we don't move with it, we're going to be struggling to bring one of our single largest guns to bear. So there we grouped ourselves together. And now, as we're sort of getting into this open section here where we might get eyes on the enemy lance, now we'll be spreading out a little bit.
Heading that way.
Taking coordinated damage or accidental damage from misses that are close enough to other things. So let's go ahead and spread out. We do see an unknown vehicle, 2 unknown vehicles. This is a 2-skull mission. I'd be really surprised if it's only vehicles that we're fighting against. I'd be a little bit disappointed if that's the case. Let's see. Try and hug a little bit close to this building. I know they might kill it, but you know, cover is cover. Okay, so that's. Oh, nice, very nice. 55 tonner. That's a medium mech. Curious what that is. Something else is moving at 6. Okay, that's the vehicle. We are going to have a hard time avoiding damaging these buildings if they stand up on that ledge, because every miss that we do will likely pound right into one of those buildings. We're reserving down just to see if they have anything else lower down. Doesn't look like they do. And I just realized that my artillery piece is largely useless now, because if we're going to be avoiding damaging buildings, we're going to be avoiding, well, gigantic artillery strikes. Alright, pretty good opening shot. Let's see. Looks like a couple of those pounded right into the front portion there. Oh, all of it? Huh. Okay, cool. Fair enough. Let's see. Can I bring the Hunchback around in a reasonable fashion? Not really. are just going to bring him forward some. If they have artillery, we'll suffer for it now, but I'm not worried about direct fire from here at the moment.
Yes, boss.
I don't think they would have a decent shot, so let's go ahead and run real close. How many shots can I get off with the javelin before I overheat? Quite a few. Good. Okay, so the urban biome here is a little bit cooler than the last planet we were on, where we had significant heat problems with most of our laser boats. That is no longer the case, which is very nice.
Need something, Chief?
Oh, I should have fired with the Hollander first here. Oh well.
Let's see what this baby can
I'm not going to take this shot. I'm just curious what the accuracy is. 37%. Okay. Well, this is why we put a pilot in there with sensor lock. Yeah, I should have moved him first. We would have had much better accuracy on that Mermaid. It's a bit of a misplay there on my part. Okay. 2 things left to move. The Chameleon, which is, again, the laser boat, and we have the Chimera, which, that binary laser I would like to get pounding in as quickly as I can. So I think we might actually go in front here. Chimera. And... oh, that's not great, but ooh, yeah, okay, we opened up some structure on the Vendetta in a single shot. Very nice. The question is, do I move down here, fire in with medium pulses and mediums, or do I try some sort of flanking? Lowers my accuracy, but I do want to get this Chameleon around the side. Well, actually, do I want to get the Chameleon around the side, now that I say that? Don't know. So, okay, going up next to that coolant exchanger is dangerous, but I think for a single turn, that might be worth it, because if I can blow up that Vendetta, we're doing okay here. Yep, and there it goes. So, we've got one vehicle down. We've got eyes on a 55-tonner. It looks like there's something else that we can't see yet. Oh, no, okay, it's another vehicle. Yeah. Bit of a disappointing lance to be dropping in against for 2 skulls, if I'm completely honest here. There's the PPC from that tank. A bit of a miss. Okay, not bad, not bad. Let's go ahead and reserve again here. I think there are other vehicles going to be moving up. No. That must be a pretty good pilot on the 55-tonner to have him move at 8. He probably has the pilot perk that we do on Bomb Squad that allows, you know, that Chimera to move. Even though it's a 40-tonner, it allows the Chimera to move pretty quickly.
I'll just wait here until
well, early on in the turn. So that's an 80-ton vehicle. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to collapse to our left here, take out that 55-tonner, take out this Myrmidon, and then just hit that remaining tank with everything all at once, because why not?
Commander.
So first let's get in here. That should give us a good firing
Heading
arc.
out.
At least a decent one. Yeah, that's not bad.
Here it comes.
Okay. Ooh, Griffin 1N. That's not going to get them very far. Not at all. Can I get a good shot? Not really. Oh man, it's just such a horrible shot. What happens if I do this? No. Okay. That's acceptable. Probably won't actually... oh, okay. And we hit with both, because sometimes you flip 2 coins and you get both coming up heads. So, if it works, it works. Let's see. Can I get the Hunchback to get a good shot on this? Yeah. Yeah, I can. Okay. I can even Battle Lord, make that a little bit better. And heavier damage.
Lighting them up.
115. Oof. Very nice. So we just ripped open the side, almost completely killed it with a single X hit, which is pretty nice. Let's see, do I want to use the Javelin here or on the other? Let's see, how far can I move this Ostrock? That's not great. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Ostrock to hopefully finish off this permanent. I can't imagine with all of the small lasers we have, we won't be able to hit the siding at least a little bit.
Roger.
Yep, there it is. And that tank is down. Very nice.
Target eliminated.
And now we can go ahead and use this
Yes,
javelin
Commander.
to come over here and start pounding in again on the Griffin one. It's the opposite side from what we shot at earlier, but we did a fair amount of damage to the CT, and those shots are still possible from this angle. So
Copy that.
let's hope we get exposed some CT. No, that was a bunch of misses, which
Commander?
is not exactly what we want. We're gonna just sprint over this way. I'm tempted to fire the artillery just for the fun of it here, but you know what? Why not? Okay, and our first artillery shot does some light damage to our own
Losing lots
mechs,
of
which
armor.
seems definitely intentional there, right? So okay, so we lost 2, we lost 4, lost between 2 and 4 armor on some of our armor locations here. It's really not terrible. Did a fair amount of damage to the Griffin, I think anyway. Yeah, not bad. I mean, granted, it's not really the usage case that you want here, but yeah, if it works, it works. Right? So we're gonna go ahead and precise strike this Griffin. As I said, the pilot is a tactician, so that's why he's moving so early.
Go wild.
Those nicknames are being based off of the selection of perks for the
How's
pilot.
it going?
Can I kick you? I can kick you. I'm going to kick you.
Moving to position.
Okay, so we landed in on the right leg, which wasn't damaged earlier. That's a little bit unfortunate. This guy's moving at 7 now, and we did do a little bit of crit seeking
That
with
hit
the small
something
lasers
good.
on his internals. Nothing really important. It looks like we didn't get something like engine crit. Oof. Okay. Close range PPC shot coming into the Chimera. It can survive that though. It's because we didn't get much evasion or any evasion. Just doing a quick hop to shoot at the Griffin. But that's okay. It's really not a problem
Roger that. Standing by.
at the moment. So let's see. The
Duncan Fisher
Hunchback.
here.
Yeah, there's no way. So we're actually gonna move him back around this way.
Heading that way.
Back toward that other remaining vehicle. And let's see. Should we even take a shot with the medium laser? No, we're just gonna damage buildings at that point. I am trying to get the extra pay from being a nice person to buildings.
Orders.
Oddly enough. So let's see. I can move here, get 2 pips of evasion,
Move order received.
and we can go ahead and precise strike you again.
Go wild.
We do hurt a building a little bit behind him, but it's another jump jet destroyed.
Reporting critical hit.
And I think he's starting to get a little bit frazzled there. Oh, I forgot. Okay. So Griffins have a mech quirk called Griffin Rugged. It gives them additional internal structure in their CT. So this guy started at, I think, 150 out of 90, which is right now, he's at 142 out of 90, which is really annoying considering,
You want fast? I can give you fast.
it would be a little bit, I'd be happier with it, I suppose, if they just showed it out of 150. That way I know what to expect. So, sensor lock there. This guy's moving on 6. It looks like that's a demolisher. Both of those might be AC-20s, or at least AC-10s. Yeah, double AC-20. That thing needs to die in a fire right now.
Receiving you.
Priority on that, I would say, is even higher than pounding into the Griffin again, so... the only reason we're going to do so this turn with the Ostrock is because our accuracy on that demolisher is garbage at the moment. So we may as well take a couple shots at the Griffin, where it'll actually do some good. Not a lot of good. We mostly hit his armor on his left-hand side. Looks like we exposed both of the legs now. This would actually be a time for artillery, because artillery would hit most of the exposed structure there. Why can't I... Can I not? Okay, oh, I'm up on the... Yeah, alright, I forgot about that. So I can jump over here, but this is a long-range map. That's not really what I want to be doing. So let's come up here. I know we said targeting priorities, which is the demolisher, but only with the effective tools that we have to do that job. Otherwise, we're just wasting our time. Equal and crit, that's good. Panicked, alright.
Waiting for
Javelin.
orders.
Nope, that's a charge. I don't want to be charging at that guy at all. So we're gonna go ahead and let the Griffin
I'm going
move
to
if
hold
he wants to.
you and watch out.
Oh, why did you have to jump on top of the building and damage my Javelin 10F?
Critical
Both of
hit.
those kind of suck.
Bad one, I think.
Alright, so this guy's out of the fight because I don't want him taking an AC-20 to that side anymore. I mean, it would have been a bad thing regardless, but now it's even worse. And I was going to fire an artillery shell to try and crit seek that Griffin, but that building only has 26, which means we need to be very precise about how we proceed here.
Commander.
So the Javelin's going to come up around this side. Or, you know what? No, we're doing it. We're going all in for this
Let's
demolisher.
move.
If we lose an arm on the Javelin, we can replace it. We have the medium lasers, we have the small lasers, and we have the money to replace them, so they're not that expensive. We're going to take a precise strike here, knock that guy back to moving on turn 4. Reserve down, because I wanted this Ostrock firing in. And
Throttle
it's
down.
tempting to precise strike again. And, yeah, I think I'm going to, because I want this thing completely hammered before it takes its own turn. So, stripping a bunch of armor off this guy, it has just so much.
Waiting for orders.
It's just crazy. Alright, that's a good move as well. We're going to start kicking it next turn with everyone around here. But for now, I want the evasion from those sprints, and I don't want to
Giving them
charge this thing
everything
through.
I've got.
With the amount of armor that thing has on it, I would cripple my own mechs and barely scratch the surface there.
Duncan
Which
Fisher
is
here.
Incredibly annoying, but true nonetheless. So that's not good enough. Yeah, Hunchback is useless at the moment. We're gonna have him
Heading that
stand right in
way.
front of our Chimera, and that's how he'll be useful, I guess. And we
Receiving
can't
you.
fire the Hollander in. Let's see. Should we actually call a tank? Nah. I am intrigued by those contracts to call tanks down, but I haven't used it yet, only because we still have a basic vendetta. Okay, so Chameleon took those AC-20s to the face, or rather to the left arm, nearly ripped that left arm off, and the ER medium laser is a bit more difficult to replace, simply because it's not that common of a part. So even if we have the money, we won't often have the opportunity. You know what? I know we might damage that building. That's fine. Okay, PPC destroyed. That Griffin is way less of a threat right now. That makes me happy. And he's jumping down off the building. Good. This is why we bring AMS. Looks like we hit all 10 of his missiles there from that LRM 10. This guy is so close to death. It's mostly just annoying that he's still up. So
Standing by.
Chameleon is going to come in here, and let's see. So our left arm is damaged, so I want to move this way. We're going to go in with the kick. See if we
Moving
can
out.
rip open that side. And we do.
Engaging.
Follow it up. Let's see.
I think I hit something good.
Ooh, 2 mediums going in. Yep, that's a vehicle destroyed. It landed some
Enemy
good
down.
damage on us, but not enough, it would seem.
Duncan Fisher
Okay.
here.
Hunchback. That's real tempting.
Heading that way.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Let's see what I get off of Precise Strike. Yeah, okay, that's better. It's more of an accuracy improvement than the Battle Lord is, I believe. Yeah.
Let's go wild,
Okay.
folks.
We just chunked an AC-20 into the exposed center torso of a Griffin
Revenge is Duncan.
and did not kill it. Oh man, taking that on the internal armor is just, that should not be a
Standing
thing,
by.
but it is. So I have to deal with it. Where can I go? Let's just go
No
around
shooting,
here.
just running.
Worst case, we can get up there in a turn or two and try and kill him that way, I guess. Wow,
How's it going?
I'm legitimately impressed here. Okay, let's reserve down, And now I've got the
Standing
Ostrock.
by.
What kind of accuracy can I get on this guy? Good enough.
Heading out.
If this can't kill him.
Aye, aye.
Okay, there's this Griffin down. And we avoided collateral damage. So, very nice. We get a decent paycheck. Alright. Well, that's it for now. See you guys around.
Mission successful.